Welcome to the Garden Podcast. Let me, do that. That'll help. I think just you have to do it. So, speaking of speaking in tongues, by the way, I should probably form a thought first.
Welcome to the Garden Podcast.
Yeah, welcome to we were obviously talking before we started.
It's very early this morning.
Yeah.
I'm not used to this time. Noah's usually here a lot earlier than me.
It's only like 30 minutes earlier.
I'm telling you.
I was up at like 6:45.
30 minutes is a long time. Okay. I'd love to say I'm one of those people that wakes up super early in the morning and has their coffee and has a great time. But
yeah,
unfortunately, I'm the person that rolls out of bed.
It does sound great.
Right.
It really does. I'm not that type of person to make coffee every morning.
Yeah.
Especially lately. I've been trying to lean off the whole caffeine.
Yeah.
Which is horrible. At least there's no sugar. Which is horrible because my parents own a coffee shop. So or they own a coffee business.
Yeah.
And they send me espresso beans.
Espresso.
Or just anytime I see them, they bring beans.
Espresso.
So
I love beans.
Speaking in tongues, it's not what we're talking about today.
That's not.
But some people don't think tongues is for today.
They don't.
My question would be like, I met a Baptist guy over the last summer when I went to Belize, actually. And he said that, they don't really think tongues is for today, or at least he doesn't. Maybe some Baptists do.
Right.
And I didn't really know what to say to him at that time. I wasn't looking to argue. It was, Of course, we were working and stuff. And I was just like, all right, that's your opinion. I mean, I think he's saved. Like, it's not crucial, but.
And the reason they bring that up, it's all a matter of interpretation of one verse. And I'd have to look up that verse to quote it properly. But they use that verse to say, basically, those gifts were for the apostles in that day, and they ceased. Because it does say it will cease in the end times. But like I said, there's two interpretations. Interpretation is that it ended then, and there's interpretation that it is yet to end. So, but yeah.
I just think, I think some of the things he was saying is like, or I've heard that it's just a specific language. Yeah. And if you're just like stuttering and doing all this stuff, then how, if you can't interpret, then, that's how you test it. But my thing is like, if it's a language, do you think you speak the same language every time? I don't know. I don't know if that's a good question. If it's like, if you're always speaking Mandarin when you speak in tongues.
So, like I said, I can only go based on experience. So, first time I spoke in tongues, and it's genuine. And if you don't believe in tongues, that's okay. But the Bible does talk about it. The Bible does specifically talk about the gift of speaking in tongues. And like I said, we're not going to get super into it today. But for me, I first spoke in tongues. It sounded like mumbling, not very many syllables. And I wasn't forcing it. And just to tell you, my personality is not to be the loudest person in the room. Is not to put on. So it was genuine. And it was later on that, and I had spoken in tongues one time, and then later on years, came to church, a service, and someone prayed over me for the baptism of the Holy Spirit, and then it came out. Like, it wasn't just mumbling. It wasn't just that. It was literal words.
Yeah.
That I could not understand.
Yeah. Mine was kind of in a prayer, like a men's prayer, like quietly, and then it was, more loud when I went to youth camp that summer. So I was able to like practice it a little bit more. Not to say practice it like it's something to practice, but it is, like prayer itself is kind of a discipline and a muscle you got to work out. So
yes. Now I have when you're talking about languages, like I said, I can't find this in the Bible, but there have been times that my prayer language has changed. Where I've been praying in tongues, and it's one way, and then it changes.
Yeah.
And that's happened, I know, on 3 different occasions at least. So there's 3 different, I believe my main prayer language that speaking quite a bit, and there's another one that almost sounds Hebrew, and another one that sounds Indian. It seems. And again, this is all speculation. This is not.
Well, I've literally heard, I listened to you speak in tongues. Like you straight up sound like you're speaking Arabic sometimes. Salam alaikum, brother.
Yeah, but the verse they're referring to where they get the controversy of the gifts of the Spirit are for today or not is 1 Corinthians 13 verse 8. It says prophecy and speaking in unknown languages and special knowledge will become useless, but love will last forever. Now our knowledge is partial and incomplete, and even the gift of prophecy reveals only part of the whole truth. Now this is the NLT, so I'm gonna flip to ESV so we get to. Like I said, I like the NLT, but sometimes the wording of it is different. So let's go down. ESV. Love never ends. As for prophecies, they will pass away. That's it. That's where they get it. As for tongues, they will cease. As for knowledge, it will pass away. That's the verse they use. Basically saying that the gifts were for back then and not today. And that's the one I always hear. And like I said, it's all interpretation. I don't take reading that verse as that it's not for today. Right?
Yeah.
I take it as there is coming a day where they will cease.
Pretty bold claim.
Yeah. But yeah. How's your day been?
Today's been good. I actually got to wake up and study this morning.
Good.
So the other day I woke up, usually before work, I try to, even though it's summertime, I don't have to take anyone to school. I still trying to get up at 6:45 and just read for 30 minutes or an hour.
Gotcha.
I have a little prayer journal that I've been doing. So I've been trying to do that daily because if I don't do it in the morning, I'll forget to do my prayer journal at night sometimes. Yeah. So the other day I woke up and just as soon as I open my door, I hear, wee. And I'm like, dang.
Dude, there's so many
I'm
times.
going to have to wake up at 5 now. Yeah.
That's why until you get a little older. That's me. That's why I'm not so pressed on just getting up super early because every time I do, my kids get up. Mm-hmm. And it's like when they get up, I love them to death. They change the thing in the world, but it's like okay, it's over.
Yeah. Oh
It's like might as well just go about the day.
Well, my older kids, they kind of know that I'm in there now.
Yeah.
It's just the little one.
Yeah. Right.
She doesn't care, dude.
Right.
Which she does fine. If a drink is available, she will squeeze it, pour it out.
Yeah.
Dump it over her head, something, She'll try to drink it, but then she'll walk, she'll just dump it on the floor.
So life with kids is difficult at times. It definitely is.
Yeah.
Especially when you're trying to focus. It's like I can be sitting there doing nothing. They will not bother me. But if I sit down to read my Bible or pray, Daddy,
questions.
it's like, okay. And you have to have grace. So I step away, like do what they need, and then later on when they go to bed, that's usually when I do my prayer and Bible
bedtime
time.
is when we get things done.
Yeah.
So that's why I believe in putting your kids to bed at a decent hour.
Yeah. Right. Yes. Yeah. 6 o'clock. They're gone.
6?
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, so we do 7, so that's not too crazy, I guess. But
yeah,
it's too bright right now for 6.
Yeah.
And even 7 o'clock sometimes.
Yeah. I know it's summertime. It's daylight outside till like 9 o'clock. Mm-hmm. So like right now it's 7ish, right around there. 7:30. It's starting to get dark. So not in the heat of summer yet, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah. My kids go to bed at 8, and we've been trying to like the older kids, like they want to go to bed at 8.
They do.
So, yes. Yeah. They Noah, my son, he cannot stay awake. We've tried staying up and watching a movie before.
He's an old man. He's got an old soul.
Yeah. He's out. So
that's hilarious. So speaking of a movie, you went somewhere last
night.
We
did. I took my oldest son and daughter, which I have 4 kids, by the way, and most people watching this already know that. But I took them to see the Mandalorian and Grogu because they really wanted to see it, and we love Star Wars. We do.
Yeah.
And they really enjoyed the movie. I did. Certain parts of it were pretty cool, but yeah, it kind of. I feel like Star Wars has lost its steam or its touch, maybe. So and some people would say it never had the touch because some people don't like it, but whatever. I do.
Their opinions are wrong. So
yeah, that's right.
Because I like Star Wars too. I can't say I love it like I used to. I mean, the old ones are phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I love how people are appreciating the trilogy, the first 3 anyways, more now because of course, it used to be kind of cheesy, and people didn't appreciate Hayden Christensen, or however you say his last name.
Yeah, Christensen.
Like they really should have.
Right.
And you could see he's doing like a speech or something, talking to the fans, and and people are just clapping for him, and he starts like getting emotional.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he realized how much people actually loved those movies.
Right. Well, there was a great like when it first came out, like he got very like ridiculed for how he portrayed.
Yeah, from
Anakin.
the adults, right?
Yes.
Like from the older people.
Yeah. And when you look back on it, he did a great job.
Yeah.
You know, portraying that war between good and evil and light and dark. And there are so many spiritual aspects to Star Wars that people are like, oh, it's this and that. Well, if you go into it with the mindset that it mirrors the battle between good and evil. It mirrors, you know, to me, Jesus in a way. You know, you have Anakin, you know. It's just there's a lot of spiritual aspects to it that are pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it might be a little cheesy in the beginning, but when he turns evil, like he does a pretty good job.
Oh yeah,
he's a great actor. But I've heard like obviously the people that are his fans now, like his diehard fans, were kids back then. They loved the movies.
Right. Yeah.
When oh my gosh, how old was I when Star Wars? What did Star Wars 3 come out? 2000.
Star Wars 3.
Episode 3.
You mean Episode 1?
No, my favorite one is the third episode.
So your favorite one is Return of the Jedi?
It's the one where he turns into Darth Vader. The Star Wars 3.
No, that's Star Wars. That's Star Wars Episode 3. Yes.
When did that one come out?
That one is. Oh,
I'll say don't.
Goodness, I don't remember.
Don't make me question myself.
Yeah,
it's my favorite one.
Well, people usually get the trilogies mixed up.
Well, I go off
their prequels.
I don't go off the. Yeah, I go off the how they're numbered, not when they came out.
Yeah, because the old ones is New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. That's right. Yeah. Then Phantom Menace, Clone Wars, and Revenge of the Sith. That's it.
And that one probably came out like 2003 or something. Or?
Maybe I know. The Phantom Menace came out in '99.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
dude, that's a good one too.
Yeah,
freaking Darth Maul.
Dude, when that returned, I was so excited to see that. Mm-hmm. I mean, I was a kid, of course, but man, when that came out, I was like, oh, this is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that one's really good.
Yeah.
But do you think there's any hope for Star Wars now?
Oh my goodness! If somebody else would take over and actually make a Star Wars movie, yes.
I think I've heard that the woman who was in charge of Star Wars is gone, which I think we might have mentioned on here before too. So I don't know.
Yeah, well,
maybe that could open the door for someone worse.
I've heard Dave Filoni is just as bad.
Is that who took over?
Well, him and Jon Favreau does a good job. He directs it, and he's awesome from what I've seen. But I've heard,
is he the one that does like Marvel, or is that someone?
He does.
That's Jon Favreau. Okay.
Yeah. But Dave Filoni, I've heard, is very much like I think it was. Oh goodness, I'm gonna get her name, Kathleen Kennedy or whatever her name was.
Kathleen Kennedy or something?
Yeah, I think so. But it's very much like that still. So, but I don't know. I think they have a chance if they go back to the old trilogy and the old storyline, because there are so many Star Wars beyond the movie, so many books that follow the line of like Luke Skywalker and everything like that. So
you just made me think of something.
Yeah,
it's been a long time since I've seen Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah.
And those are books too, right? Those are all books?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've never read the books. I'm not really a fiction reader. I like to read theology and stuff. I did read some fiction as a kid, some pretty good books. But like series, I just don't have the patience for them.
Yeah.
But you remember the scene, I don't remember which movie it's from, the Lord of the Rings, where I guess Frodo is like, it's supposed to be like him in heaven or something.
Yeah, I sent you that one.
Okay.
You remember?
I started reading comments and people were like, he forgets Legolas's name, right?
Yeah.
And because when he comes in, Frodo's kind of like,
I don't know. He just doesn't say it. Yeah.
The theory is that like he only speaks like 3 words to him through the whole series.
Is it really?
And people in the books said that like him and Legolas speak to each other a little bit more, but not like enough, really.
Yeah.
And so people in the comments were like, movie Frodo is pretty accurate.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, that's hilarious. Like Frodo is the main character. Yeah. And he spoke like, I think he said,
he doesn't say a lot in the movie.
Like the one scene I saw, like I said, there might be more, but the one scene I saw, all he said while he was standing next to Frodo is, and my bow. And that's it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, of course he forgot his name.
Yeah, right.
Because in that scene, he's saying everyone's name when they're walking in. And then Legolas walks in, he goes,
yeah.
But I don't remember which one that's from. That's like how out of the loop I am with
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
I think it's the last one of the original three. You know, you have Lord of the Rings and you have The Hobbit. So I think Lord of the Rings, that's the last one, because it's essentially basically showing that to me, like, he died.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking.
And so, or all of them died. I don't know, but
I guess because they're all walking in.
Yeah, they're again. Like I said, Lord of the Rings. There's a lot of spiritual imagery because the guy who wrote it, he was was Catholic, I think.
I'm not sure actually,
but he wrote it to mirror faith, basically, and all that. So
I do know Tolkien is who did that.
that's it. Yeah,
J.R.R. Tolkien and C.S. Lewis.
C.S. Lewis is awesome.
We're pretty good friends.
Yeah.
So I think they learned about each other, wrote to each other, and then finally met up and had like deep conversations with each other.
Cool.
And they always disagreed on one thing, that I think it was C.S. Lewis said you should make it obvious, the Christian aspects.
Yeah.
And then Tolkien was like, you don't really have to do that.
Yeah.
That's really simplifying
Right.
the way they probably said it because
yeah.
they use big words and stuff.
Yeah.
But both phenomenal authors.
Which, if you don't know C.S. Lewis, he wrote the Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. Now, I'm not talking about Netflix. Don't watch that junk.
And if I remember right, they both survived World War One, right?
I don't know.
I know C.S. Lewis was in World War One.
Yeah.
And he was an atheist.
Yeah.
And saw horrible things. And it wasn't until after the war where he just kept having this thought like God can't be real because of all this evil. But then it clicked one day where he was like, basically, where do I get my standard of good and evil from?
Right.
And so that's when he started exploring and having deep thoughts and writing a bunch of amazing books and got saved and became a Christian, did Christian content after that. So, but I think J.R.R. Tolkien's the similar story. I can't remember if he was in World War One or not.
Yeah. I don't know. You know, it's crazy to think like we think about those people and their life. We think about, you know, the movies and books they've written and stuff, and we think about people from the past, but have you ever actually looked at like when these people lived and stuff? And it's like you feel like it's hundreds and hundreds of years ago, and it's like man, they lived in the time of Jesus. But there's one, I can't remember if it's this is the artist. It's I don't know if it. I just looked up Van Gogh. Van Gogh was alive through the Civil War.
Oh wow,
yeah. So, you know, when you think of him, I'm thinking like Roman time. You know, it just like, automatically goes there.
I'm gonna make myself look dumb. It's like 1700s, right?
The Civil War, that's 1860s.
Oh,
yeah,
it's way off.
That's all right. But that time, and then you have, I think there's one though that really struck me. I found
1860s. That is a lot closer than I thought.
Right. And it's crazy when you think about these people. And
one of them was like Pluto or Aristocrates or something, and one of them was in the 1900s. And I'm like,
yes. So this is the artist. This is who I was thinking of. Mm-hmm. Pablo Picasso.
Picasso, that's it.
Yes. Okay, he died in 1973.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah.
Because you hear a name like that, I'm like, surely that guy was alive during Paul's time.
Right.
Like he was a Roman or something.
Yes. you think about these names and people and like oh, they lived way back then.
Yeah. Like, all of them were just 1,000 years ago.
That's less than 100 years ago.
Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah.
So like my parents could have met him.
Right. Seriously.
So my mom was born in 1969. My dad was born in like 73 or something.
Yeah, that is crazy to think. It's like he was alive at the same time.
I guess I guess my mom could have met him. My dad probably couldn't.
Yeah. How much older? How far apart are they?
I think they're 6 years apart.
Oh, really?
And so I don't ask my mom how old she is, so I always forget.
No.
But I think it's like 6 years.
Yeah.
And so if you said 73, I think my dad was born around then. So he would have been born when he died, or around when he died. Yeah, that is 73. Funny though, because like my favorite artist growing up was like Johnny Cash.
Yeah,
and he only died in like 2006.
Right,
and I was like, dang it, I could have met Johnny Cash. I just assumed like maybe he was dead.
Yeah,
and then one day he died, and I was like, dang it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Then you got of course people more recent.
Yeah,
of course within our adult lifetime, like Hulk Hogan
mm-hmm.
just recently passed away. That was insane. But there was someone else I was trying to think of where. Oh, Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And I know we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but it still blows my mind how like Scary Movie was making fun of his life.
Yeah.
And it's just like now, like, well, of course you don't really have parodies like you did back then.
Right.
And so life just seemed kind of weird to me. And I just assumed, well, I mean, I guess I knew he was alive.
Yeah.
But I didn't really know how big of a deal he was.
Yeah.
Even though when I was a kid, I did have like the Thriller music video on my little iPod thing,
right.
and the little scrolly wheel.
Yeah.
And so just when he died, and I was like, I was alive during Michael Jackson, dude.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
insane,
It
dude.
is.
It is sad too, his
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, it is.
That whole conspiracy. I think, yeah, I mean, I know we already talked about this, but based off the documentary, I think that whole documentary was so biased.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we don't have to get into all that.
No, you're good.
But I do have some. Oh, we're only at 21 minutes. I thought I said 26.
No,
We
we're
got plenty
good.
of time.
We're good. My dad told me a joke the other day, and I was gonna tell it to you, and I'll just let you hear it. Okay.
Don't make me cut things out.
Huh? It's not bad. Nothing
Okay.
like that. So I went and bought a Humpty Dumpty at Aldi the other day.
Okay.
But I couldn't find Aldi King's horses and Aldi King's men. Is that bad, isn't it?
That was dumb.
I know.
Hey, he made that up though.
Apparently, he looked at online.
Oh.
But it's horrible. It's like I even had trouble with that one, and mine can get pretty corny.
Yeah.
So
Well, we know where you get it from now.
yeah, right. I'm not that bad though. My goodness.
All these jokes, and he had to look it up.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
What am I doing? I don't think. Okay. Let's look up some facts of the day.
Yeah. Hey.
Boom. Trivia facts. Ready?
Yes.
Once it loads. Okay, so a little bit of review. Last time we left on some cats are allergic to people. Number 6 on this list, or number 1 for today, apple pie isn't actually American at all. I don't know if I ever thought it was.
I mean, it's just kind of an American staple now. But yeah, I've never
I thought American
about,
pie was
I've
American.
never, yeah. Ugh, no.
I never seen those.
But I think sometimes I don't know. I've never just sat and thought when I'm eating a piece of pie like this was made in America.
Right. I don't think I have either.
Like,
let me read this.
like just one of those things.
Oh, I guess it is a saying. The next time you call something as American as apple pie, you might want to consider the fact that neither apple pies nor apples originally came from America.
Yeah.
Okay.
Neither did cows.
Oh, I guess neither did anything, really.
Yeah.
You think about it.
Well, I mean,
Not that controversial, but
horses are native to America, but
like
cows are not.
like tea, Boston Tea Party.
You don't trigger some
Not much of
people.
a party, by the way.
Wasn't. No.
Didn't seem like a rager to me.
They were raging.
They were raging. Apples are in fact native to Asia, and first recorded recipe for apple pie was actually written in.
Mandarin.
No, it's a different country.
Oh, China.
Different country.
Oh,
Take a
Russia.
guess. Who likes like crumpets and
France. England.
England?
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't think of anything else. I don't want to give too easy. Okay,
getting
this
close.
one's really weird and
Yeah.
really funny. The unicorn is the national animal of Scotland.
Really? Wow. Like the actual horse with the horn?
I mean,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I guess not the biblical unicorn.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, sure enough, it said the fabled creature, the national animal.
Yeah. Scotland would do that. That sounds like a Scottish thing. Yeah.
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 Speaking of Scottish, now that I think about it, the Thornberries.
The wild thornberries?
The dad is Australian, right? And the mother,
No, he's British.
Nigel. That sounds
Yeah.
Australian to me. Nigel Thornberry.
Maybe he is. I know.
But then, where's the mom from? I guess she's just from America.
she's American. Yeah.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Yeah. Because the
I was
kids,
thinking of, like,
the kids don't have
accents.
accents. It's only him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I never thought about that before.
Yeah.
And then Jiminy Cricket, whatever his name is, Jimmy Bob, Chucky. Oh my gosh, what's his name? The crazy kid doesn't talk at all. He just goes.
Yes. Yes.
Not sure what accent that is.
Donnie, I think.
Donnie. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we got a name right.
Yeah, we got
once.
it. Yes. Yeah. I used to watch that show all the time.
Does it seem dark?
And then tried to rewatch it with the kids, and it's like,
really dumb.
yeah. Well, not just that, like how she gets her powers is like a like witchcraft and stuff. It's like, ooh, like we ain't watching this. So we turned it off. It's like stuff you don't remember that you go back in your adult life, and it's like, oh yeah, no.
Yeah, because you remember all the funny moments, but then you're like, yeah, I didn't remember that.
Right.
The crown jewels contain the 2 biggest cut diamonds on Earth. So, like,
Really? Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that, people.
Yes.
I'm not cutting this image in there.
Tis the Queen, which I mean, she's now deceased, but the Queen of England,
Oof.
the Queen Elizabeth.
Dude, they both came from the Cullinan diamond, a 3,106 carat gem found in South Africa in 1905.
Would be found in South Africa.
Huh?
Would be.
It would
They
be.
stole that diamond.
Oh, yeah.
Just like they tried to steal everything from us.
We're stealing from God, brother.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to love this one.
Yeah.
The voices of Mickey and Minnie Mouse got married in real life.
Wow.
Just the voices, though.
So here's one. Who did the original voice of Mickey Mouse?
Would I know who it is?
Yes.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
I don't know. Disney.
Yes.
Walter? What's his name? Walt Disney.
Walt Disney did the original voice. It started out as a little comic skit.
Oh, okay.
That's how he got famous.
Was it still Steamboat Willie, or was it after that?
I think it's after, because Mickey Mouse looked a lot different when he first started.
Yeah.
So he looked a little more like a mouse.
Yeah.
And then he kind of changed it as it got a little more popular and stuff. But yeah, he
I
did a
don't-
lot
I
of the
don't think
voices.
Steamboat Willie ever talked.
Yeah.
Okay. The other names were Wayne Allwine and Russie Taylor. They were married for 18 years until Allwine's death in 2009.
Yeah. Well,
Dang.
Yep.
When did they get married, though? I kind of want to know that.
don't know.
Okay, one more.
Yeah. One more.
The largest known living organism is an aspen grove. Take a guess what that is.
A grove. It's like a trees and stuff,
Yeah,
like a
there
root
you go.
system. Yeah.
Boom. Just a bunch of trees.
Yeah.
You guys can look that up yourself.
Yeah. It's kind of like what is it? They're out in the ocean, which is weird. Mangrove.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like just this root system, like that's crazy thick.
Do you remember the ones in Belize when we went out to the island
Yeah.
and we went through the trees?
Yep.
Were those groves, or
I don't know.
forget what they were called? That fact is really cool.
Yeah, I miss Belize.
We're gonna wait on that one. Yeah,
Belize was so much fun.
yeah, it was.
It was
great.
hot, but it was fun.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
you just kind of deal with it though, because you're doing the Lord's work.
Right.
Okay, I have some conspiracy theories too,
Okay. What's your theory?
and then we'll get started in the
Yeah, we're
Bible
good.
topic, which I don't think the Bible topic will take too long today. But the Bible tells us who the Antichrist is. I know who it is.
You do?
Yeah.
Yes.
The Bible tells us. Okay, here's the easy ones. The moon landing was fake.
Yeah.
Duh. The
Yeah.
government killed JFK. Duh.
Yeah.
COVID-19 was engineered by the media. Duh.
So
I'm just going over these
there's
so
a
quickly.
double in that one. But there was a time when conspiracies were actually conspiracies. Okay.
Yeah.
That somebody, just like JFK, like that was a huge conspiracy. That the government did it and this and that and this and that. And then they released the JFK files. And it's like, all of a sudden, it's like, yeah, we knew.
We already knew this. Yeah.
Yes.
Like it was.
That's what's crazy is like conspiracies aren't really conspiracies anymore. It's like this is really happening. And the government doesn't even try to hide it anymore. That's what's sad. Like just like aliens. So yeah, aliens are real. Yeah. Now I'm not saying I believe in aliens, which don't get into that topic, but
I go back and forth sometimes.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's like conspiracies aren't conspiracies anymore because there's so much factual evidence for so much of it now It's like, yeah,
It's like they're
that's
not
really
fun
happening.
anymore.
Yeah.
Conspiracies aren't fun anymore.
Yeah.
And we have to define conspiracy.
Yeah.
Conspiracy is when a large group or a government plans something against the people.
Yeah.
Well, let me just look it up actually, because a lot of people think that conspiracy means fake. Well,
Yeah.
conspiracy theory means that, hey, I think this is happening. I think 9/11 was planned. I think they killed JFK on purpose. And
Yeah.
that is a conspiracy theory until you prove it.
Right.
The conspiracy is that the government was up to
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Conspiracy doesn't mean fake. And they tried to turn that term back in the early 2000s into, oh, you're just a conspiracy theorist, to make you sound crazy.
Right.
Well, some of these ideas might be crazy,
Yeah.
but conspiracy means that a government planned something.
Yeah.
And so my latest thing, I started thinking about Area 51. I think all that's fake. All of it.
All of it's fake, just a front.
Yeah. You've been listening to Ninjas, right?
Yeah.
They talk about the guy who can plan, how they tricked a CIA agent and planned these huge sets of an alien crash.
Yeah.
And he said he can make it look real because
Yeah.
he planned them for made them for movies.
Yeah.
And they didn't allow him to go out there and look at it, but I think he could see it from a distance.
Yeah.
And sure enough, this guy believed
Yeah.
that aliens were real for years.
Yeah.
And now I'm I think it's all a deception. That's why I go back and forth.
Oh, yeah,
I'm I don't
definitely.
think aliens are real. I think it's demonic.
Yeah.
I think there's people in the
Absolutely.
government who plan demonic things
Yep.
and practice things that are ritually weird
Yes.
and deep, the
Yeah.
deep state
I
government.
believe, like I said, you're getting deep.
We're getting in there now.
I believe that we have an elite group of people that run things,
the deep state.
and whether it's in America or the world, I do.
Yeah.
I believe there's political parties.
getting
There
there.
are leaders that are in control of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And referring to aliens, I don't necessarily believe they're extraterrestrials from a different planet.
Yeah,
I do believe it's
yeah.
demonic, and I do believe it's our government trying to trick us.
Yeah.
I do believe that. But I also I have this theory about that we talk about the rapture in Scripture, and whether you believe it or not, whatever.
There we go.
But I believe that they are getting us to a point to deceive us that when the rapture actually happens, they will call it a mass invasion and a mass abduction to try to disprove Christ, to try to disprove Christianity.
Yeah.
So that's just my thoughts on it. So I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like I said, they have the technology now to project great things in the sky.
Project Bluebeam.
Yeah, and everything like that. And
drones.
to fool people, and it looks real.
Yeah.
So, I mean, our government lies to us all the time. And I'll say, I'm glad I live in America. I'm not trying to knock on that, but our government does lie to us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Other governments can be worse sometimes because they can get away with a lot more. But our government gets away with a lot. And I'm
Right.
we either all band together and do something about it or just, obviously tell people about Jesus and just, Jesus didn't come to take over the government. The first time, anyways.
Yeah.
But, I think, you look at movies, and a part of me likes to believe that some people in Hollywood are making these movies with subtle hints of this great deception
Yeah.
without trying to be too obvious. Because on one hand, we're either really obsessed with aliens because they're a part of it.
Yeah.
They're a part of the great deception. Or you have movies that are trying to, show people what the government's been doing all along.
Yeah.
Because I have to believe there's some people in Hollywood that don't want to be there.
Yeah.
They're just trapped.
Yeah. There are movies out there that are very on the nose, and when you're watching, it's like, this ain't real. And then as time goes on, it's like, that's pretty accurate to what's really going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of demonic stuff going on in the government and Hollywood and all that. And you can say, oh, that's fake. No, it's not.
They're doing it for some reason. They're just doing it for fun.
Right.
I just watched a video of a rapper. What's his name? I don't necessarily have to remember his name because the concert was so demonic.
Yeah. Right.
And he's up there got these white contacts in and just tripping on stage and just weird. I'm like, what's the point of this?
Yeah.
And I thought of rappers back in the 90s. I'm like, what would they think about this today?
Right. Yeah.
It's crazy, dude.
Yeah. Well, there is there's known studies and technology out there that we have. When you hear something, it's measured in hertz, like frequency.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is going back to again, this going back to mind control and all that stuff. Okay, there are certain frequencies that are in tune to us that make us feel good, that make us feel a certain way or think a certain way. They have tested this, and if you look at music, there are certain types of music that play in those frequencies. Or in those melodies and stuff like that.
Yep.
And you get stuff like that. You get people like, oh, I love this song. And then you go on and they did a Grammy show basically praising the devil.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't condone their music, or listen to it when they're doing that.
Yeah.
We as Christians, we have to draw a line somewhere.
Right.
You know?
And it's no coincidence, like they some of these guys who's like started out on SoundCloud or something, and you listen to their songs and they're like, okay, like, and just the crass difference to where they're at now. So it's like the world is moving in a direction. Nobody's idle. Nothing is idle.
Right.
The government is either super evil or not evil at all.
Yeah. Right.
There's definitely evil people.
Yes,
we know that for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, here's an interesting one.
Okay, what's that?
Because it can also be a part of our movie segment.
Yeah.
So you remember the movie 2012?
Yes.
Back in 2012, when we were all supposed
when
to
the world
die.
was supposed to end.
We were all supposed to die. And then the knockoff Tom Cruise guy, whatever his name is.
Yeah. Oh, John Cusack.
Yeah, I just thought of that.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be funny? Like, replace him with Tom Cruise. Do you think Tom Cruise could have done that movie?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the plane's going down.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the theory.
No, Tom Cruise would have been on top of the plane. He'd been working the rudders by hand.
Oh, my gosh.
Doing something.
Tom Cruise is... Not Tom Cruise. Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. Oh, my God.
I thought of it way too fast. Not Tom Cruise, sorry. I think he kind of looks like John Cusack. That probably made no sense.
I can see that a little more than Tom Cruise.
Nicolas Cage is what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
The plane's going down.
Yeah. The plane's going down.
That's probably why that wasn't funny.
Yeah, I got you.
It's okay.
That's all right. That's all right. We're good.
I'm thinking too fast.
We're good. Yeah.
Okay.
He is such a horrible actor.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I was like, Nicolas Cage today.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that movie he did?
Which one?
The Jesus one?
No, I didn't.
Brother. I think it's about Jesus. Not accurate at all.
No.
The movie is horrible. And I looked into it a little bit and I was like, I'm just going to be done with this. It's evil what they did. And he's starring in the movie. It came out months ago, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's already out. Or it may not be out yet. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But apparently it's about when Jesus was a kid and figuring out his powers. And it's like a horror movie.
I have heard about this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that's evil.
Yeah.
Pure evil.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Nicolas Cage, I'm sorry, dude. I might be done with you.
Mm-mm.
But again, not to judge him. I want Jesus to reach him. But yeah, we'd have to draw the line.
Right.
Because, tons of people probably saw that movie.
Right.
And I think it came out. I didn't hear anything about it.
Yeah.
Probably because it was crap.
Yeah.
So
rightfully so.
there needs to get, how in the early 2000s it felt like people were more on the same side.
Yeah.
As far as American pride, at least a little bit. We need to get back to that.
Yeah. Well, it's you go back to 2000, 9/11 was 2001. I think 2001, somewhere around there.
9/11. Yeah, it was 2001.
2001. Yeah, and
never forget.
No, and we forget. Believe me, that's kind of where I'm going.
We have.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily just an American pride, as it is a unified belief, because after that event, said churches filled up, people came together, and they came together not just with a vengeance, that's not what we're talking about, but they came together in faith, all across the nation because of what happened.
Yeah.
And we've lost that a lot today. You have COVID and people are so divided today. It's crazy.
I was thinking of that too. Like COVID got some people in church probably, but it wasn't like 9/11 because it felt like the enemy attacking us.
Absolutely.
But now it's our own people.
Yeah.
So nobody can band together because social media has risen to where there's just panic on social media 24/7 every single day.
Yeah.
And so when the government talks about like, oh, COVID, people are freaking out.
Yeah.
But then people were like, it's our own government doing this to us.
Right.
And nobody can band together anymore.
Well, how do you control people? And again, we're getting in.
I think it's easier today.
Yeah.
You'd think we'd know more.
Yeah.
But I think it's easier today.
But you control people by dividing them.
Yeah.
Because if you have people unified, you have what happened in our country in 1776, the independence of our nation. People are unified with an idea, with a belief. They come together, and they're virtually unstoppable. It's time again. We're getting there. We'll get in the Bible study. But it just, when you divide people, that's how you conquer them. So you divide people by believing this, just like we have the Republican and Democratic Party. We are divided. Okay, and it's not just my opinions are different than you. It's in a lot of cases, which is so horrible, is that I hate you because you think this way, or I hate you because you believe this way, and we're just so divided. And what did even Jesus refers, a house divided against itself cannot what? It can't stand.
Can't stand.
Right. So,
and I've heard that about like the military, break them down and build them up.
Yeah,
and which in one aspect that's good, like discipline, but it's like the government wants to break us down so they can build us into what they want.
Right.
So
yeah. Which
okay, one more.
Much to that.
And we won't go too much into this one, but I think now that I'm a little older, I think that the reason that this movie, one of the reasons this movie came out was because, and you've probably heard this before, on Ninjas Are Butterflies. Go check them out on YouTube, which their channel is called Ninjas Are Butterflies now.
Yes.
Which I'm sure you saw that update.
I did not. I thought it was still Sunday Cool.
So they have another channel that's still Sunday Cool.
Okay.
But they were like, this podcast has become Ninjas Are Butterflies.
Yeah.
So they went ahead and changed the name.
I got you.
Because people, so they just knew what they were watching.
Yeah.
But Sunday Cool is still a thing. So the European Organization of Nuclear Research.
Okay.
CERN.
Yes, I've heard of CERN.
Is at the heart of a lot of crazy conspiracy theories, including people who believe that when CERN discovered the Higgs boson in 2012, they inadvertently created a black hole and Earth was sucked into it.
Yeah.
These people think that the world ended in 2012, but we haven't realized it yet. Which, on one hand, black holes are weird.
They are weird.
Timing is weird. So, like, what if we're all dead right now?
Yeah.
But you've heard about, like, that's when they started it up, was in 2012.
Yeah.
So what if something happened? And I'm like, it's probably why they made the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what if that, like, a director was, like, trying to tell people about that in some weird inadvertent
Well, it goes back to the reason they believe the 2012 thing is goes back to the Mayan calendar.
Well, that too.
Yeah. So
I don't know. What if that was a cover up?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Mayan calendar. It was like, what if that wasn't true?
Yeah.
And they just wanted to test their CERN project.
Yeah.
You know how, like, one of the conspiracy theories, I think it was the next one, was how Disney created the movie Frozen, so that anytime you search Disney's Frozen, because they think that Disney's head is frozen in Disney, or like at one of the Disney worlds or whatever.
Yeah.
And so now anytime you search Disney Frozen, that movie comes up instead of that.
Oh, really?
And so what if you type in, the world ended in 2012, you're going to get the Mayan calendar crap and nothing about CERN. Now, I know you can find stuff about CERN, but that's just what I'm saying. They're just trying to control the
what
narrative.
What was CERN? It's where they tried to create matter or something.
It's a particle, particle creator and manipulator or something like that. And so they're trying to discover, like, like Einstein was interested in dark matter is one of them, and other molecules that don't exist. But I'm like,
stuff we shouldn't be messing with.
Yeah. It's like they're trying to play God.
Yep.
And so, I think the world ended. We're all dead right now.
Yeah. Right. Yes.
I'm just kidding. Let's talk about the Bible.
Let's get into our Bible topic.
So short and sweet, since we have, we got about 15 minutes.
Yeah, we got time to talk.
Okay.
Let's talk.
So let me just read the verses. And today you are going to find out who the Antichrist is.
Oh my goodness.
Doesn't that sound exciting?
It does. Is it Putin?
Actually, yes. In 1 John 2.
It literally says it right
1 John
there.
2:18. Putin is the Antichrist. What? How did we miss this? No, it's okay. Just probably says it in the Apocrypha.
Yeah, it might.
Now, I do know there's like countries that are tied to like Babylon is Russia or something.
It's somewhere
in Revelation.
Yeah.
Not exactly what we're talking about today. Although John mentions a lot, like the major theme of 1 John and really 2nd and 3rd John, because I read all of them this morning.
Yeah.
Makes it sound incredible, but 2nd and 3rd
all of
John,
them.
2nd and 3rd John are very short, and I already had 1 John halfway done.
Yeah, that's good.
So, anyways, 1 John 18 through 27. We're going to read a lot.
Yeah.
Lindsay.
Yes.
We're going to lead
Lindsay. We are reading the Bible.
one verse at a time.
Yes.
Okay, and I have my text comparisons pulled up.
Nice.
Just in case, they use a different word than antichrist in here. I'm not sure. So I have Logos pulled up. Not a sponsor. Logos, please sponsor us. Children. 1 John 2:18. Children, it is the last hour. Boom, major theme. And as you have heard that Antichrist is coming, so now many Antichrists have come. Boom, right off the bat. Pretty crazy. He said the Antichrist is coming, but many have come.
Yep.
What do you think about that?
What do I think about that?
Yeah, many.
I think that it's referring to a ideology rather than a specific person.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So therefore we know that it is the last hour. Again, he mentions that. Mm-hmm. They went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would have continued with us.
Yes.
But they went out that it might become plain that they all are not of us. So that makes me think, reading it again, it makes me think he's talking about people who gave up.
Yeah.
Like maybe they're the Antichrist.
Yeah. So can I read the NLT version?
Yes.
So starting verse 18, you did through 20 just then, or through 21?
20.
Okay. So, dear children, the last hour is here. You have heard that the Antichrist is coming, and already many such Antichrists have appeared. From this we know that the last hour has come. These people left our churches, but they never really belonged with us. Otherwise, they would have stayed with us. When they left, it proved that they did not belong with us. But you are not like that, for the Holy One has given you his Spirit, and all of you know the truth. Yep. What were you saying? So these people were in the church, first of all, and it says they left.
Yeah.
Okay, and it says what? It says they didn't originally belong anyway. Right? So this is people, to me, again, I think it's talking about it, people with a different ideology. And what is Antichrist? All right, it's a false gospel. It's a false doctrine.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Well, it only gets more obvious from here.
Yes.
Verse 20. But you have been anointed by the Holy One, and you all have knowledge. Knowledge. Some manuscripts read, you know everything.
Yeah.
I write to you not because you do not know the truth, but because you know it, and because no lie is of the truth.
Yeah.
Who is the liar but who denies that Jesus is the Christ? Here we go. You ready for this?
Yeah.
This is the Antichrist.
Yes.
He who denies the Father and the Son.
That's right.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So we're so concerned. Who's the Antichrist? I only think it's Trump. I think it's this. It doesn't matter. Ultimately, if you are following Christ, you're going to know the truth.
Right.
If you don't follow Christ, you're the Antichrist.
Yeah, right. Yes. It's what we talk about as of the spirit of Antichrist. Mm-hmm. That was very alive back then. And Paul deals with it in so many of his letters of people basically rejecting Christ and trying to come in and infiltrate the church and trying to get others to disprove the resurrection, disprove who Jesus was, that Jesus was not who he said he was, which he was. And that's what it's referring to. It said, and who is a liar? Anyone who says that Jesus is not the Christ, anyone who denies the Father and the Son is an Antichrist. Mm-hmm. So that's strong wording. All right. But it's true. All right. If you reject Jesus, hey, you're wrong.
And why would someone want to attack the church?
Why would someone want to attack the church? Okay, so does anybody attack Buddhism?
No.
Does anybody attack Hinduism?
Not that I know of.
All right. Does anybody attack Muslims, really? It's accepted.
Yeah, I mean, it's growing for sure.
But I mean, because there's
at least in our Western media right now, you can't say anything about Muslims.
Right. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
But about Christianity.
Yeah.
Everybody does. So if something
nobody says all is name in vain in movies.
Right. Yeah. So if Christianity's false, why does everybody care so much?
Mm-hmm. That's exactly my question.
Yeah.
So why did Paul, even back then, why did Paul have to warn people? Why did John have to warn people? Yeah. Every single one of them.
Right.
Be aware. Do not worship idols. Yeah. Be aware of the false prophets. That's because there were false prophets. Yeah. But why?
Yeah. Because Christianity is the only one that you don't have to earn. Okay. So it is a free gift from God. All right, where we live our lives in a way that the Lord helps us. He lives in us. In every other religion, you have to live up to something.
Yeah.
Every other religion, you have to earn your way, or come into a place of spiritual tranquility and reach the next level.
Yeah. Everybody's spiritual these days.
And that's not what Christianity is. Christianity is Jesus coming to the earth, fully God, fully man, walking this earth and dying on the cross for us and resurrecting, defeating death, hell, and the grave. That it's a free gift for us. That if we believe in Him, just as the Scripture says, we put our faith in Him, we confess with our lips and believe in our hearts that we will be saved.
Yeah.
So,
and based off of our reading last night at the young adult group, we want to earn it so bad.
Yes.
Why do you think that is?
Because our society is so, like I said, kind of what we talked about last night, is so merit based.
Yeah.
And we do it naturally. I mean, in jobs, what are you doing? You're trying to impress your boss. You're trying to earn your way to the top, or earn better wages, earn this and earn that. And that's not how Christianity works.
Yeah.
That's why it goes so contrary to everything we believe in. It's hard to grasp that sometimes.
Yeah.
Is that, well, God's mad at me. No, God's not mad at you. He's not. He don't like your sin.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that. But to say God's just up there waiting for you to do the right thing so He can be happy for you or proud of you is wrong. You know, I don't believe that. You know, we serve a God that's gracious.
Yeah.
All right. And that's a big thing to grasp, because
Yeah.
so many people are looking at the world, like I said, in the way it works, and it's completely contrary. The flesh is contrary to the spirit, and they war constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paul talked about that a lot.
Yeah.
But that's why God has patience. He has grace.
Oh, yeah.
Because he knows that like we want to try to earn it, but He's like trying to remind us that, hey, it's a free gift.
Right. Yeah.
And the disciples took them a long time to understand.
It did. Yeah.
Understand all that.
Yeah. And it's a daily, just like Paul saying, I have to die to myself daily. It's a daily struggle, you know, in our lives where we, with this flesh inside of us wants to come out and wants to do the things, you know. And I, like I've mentioned before, I'm a worker. I like to work, and I can get busy in that and get lost in that sometimes. And I have to remind myself that, okay, am I doing this just to work? Am I trying to please God? Am I doing this because I love God? You know, or love God and love people. So you have to be careful.
So this makes me think of a question now, because there are two sides.
Yeah.
Can you get burnt out on doing church?
Yes. All right. I do not believe in the ideology that you can't be burned out, because when you put God in the wrong place, that's how burnout happens. Okay. And I've done it.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's what I'm talking about, because from personal experience, I don't believe these people that say, oh, burnout isn't real. It is real, because it's from the flesh.
Yeah.
Burnout is when you don't put God in the right place that He's supposed to be in your life, and you put everything else before Him. So I can put the busy work, I can put what I'm trying to do, and they can be good things. But when I put that ahead of my relationship with God, ahead of my love for God and love for people, that's usually when burnout happens.
Because like doing ministry is definitely good.
Yeah.
But there, you know, it's probably a few weeks in a row last year. Like I just took a sabbatical, and I guess it was almost 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But I just needed a break.
Right.
You know, it's not that I didn't want to do ministry. I just wanted to, you know, turn my brain off.
Yeah.
You know, and but I think some people don't believe in burnout because they're like, oh, if you're motivated by the Lord, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, chill.
Yeah. But again, that goes back to that level of spirituality. That's saying I'm more spiritual than you.
Yeah.
So that
it could be pride.
Right. Saying I'm more spiritual than you. I don't believe in burnout. It's never happened to me. You know, that's not grace. That's self-righteousness to me.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's a bit pharisaical.
Yeah.
If that's a real word. I think I've heard that word.
Yeah.
Okay, let's read these last few verses. Technically, we have a few more minutes than that.
We're good.
Just because we started the video sooner. Not to be in a rush or anything. So when I highlight my Bible too, I highlighted how many times John wrote the beginning.
Yeah.
He says, because you know Him who is from the beginning. Oh, he says that whole line twice. I should have highlighted that.
In the beginning.
Another time right here. Actually, in the next few verses, I might as well read the whole thing.
Gotcha.
So let's back up a little bit. This is the Antichrist, he who denies the Father and the Son. Boom.
Yes.
Simple as that. Quit trying to find who it is.
Yeah.
Because as a Christian, we shouldn't be freaking out about Revelation.
No.
You know, whatever happens, whatever you think. You know, I think I tend to lean towards the millennial, because I think God has grace. He's gonna snatch us up. And we're gonna come back down with him.
Right.
But we shouldn't be freaking out. Like God has a plan for us. So
There was a time in my walk where Revelation scared me.
yeah,
I'm just being honest,
pretty scary,
which is probably a lot of people. It's like there's some freaky stuff.
yeah,
Okay, but when you start to read it, you start to understand it is literally God's just plan of justice and His grace, all wrapped into one, in a culmination.
yeah. Speaking of Nicolas Cage, Left Behind.
Yes, that's horrible.
I want to watch that movie again. That movie was terrible, dude.
Yes, it was.
Gosh, when did that movie come out? I guess I was kind of younger. I wasn't like a kid.
I was in high school, so early 2010s.
Oh, so I was probably just born.
Yeah. You're just
Yeah, I was coming out the womb.
Yeah, in the womb.
I remember watching it in the hospital.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Look, mommy, it's Tom Cruise. Look, Nicolas Cage. I can't believe I said Tom Cruise. That's why that wasn't funny.
Yeah.
That's so stupid. I'm so dumb when we start this camera, dude.
It is a different dynamic, isn't it?
Like I just said it so fast, and I pictured Nicolas Cage in my head, and I said Tom Cruise. That's why you said he's riding on top of the plane. I said, what? I was like, sure. Like, why would Nicolas Cage be doing that? Because I said Tom Cruise. So stupid, dude. Okay.
Well,
I don't
it's
care.
weird when the camera, like I have to think of it as just me and you talking.
Yeah.
Because if I start to think of the camera, I get distracted.
Well, anytime I look at the camera, I'm looking at the time.
Yeah, right.
I'm not trying to
No, I got
I
you.
just want to make sure it's still rolling.
Yeah, but if I look over, I get distracted. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
like hey, we're on video.
Here's the thing. I'm used to being in front of the camera now. I don't feel nervous.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I could have a normal conversation about movies and remember every actor ever. And I don't know. I just said it so fast this time because I messed up last episode too, and I can't remember whose name it was, but I had to put it on the screen.
Yeah.
Because I was like, "This is what I meant, guys."
Yeah.
Every single week, y'all fact check everything we say.
Yes.
Go read your Bibles.
Yes, especially about the Bible.
Yeah. I don't think I messed up anything about the Bible, although I think there was one story one time where we mentioned something about the parable of the guy in hell and stuff, and I thought that was Old Testament.
Oh yeah,
And it's New Testament.
right.
So, anyways,
Back to our topic.
I think I was conflating it with Saul and stuff and talking to Samuel. Okay. So we know who the Antichrist is now.
Yes.
Or is there a plural for that? Who they
Antichrists.
are. Anticrystals. I don't know. Don't worship
No,
crystals.
no, don't do it.
No one who denies the Father, no one who denies the Son has the Father. Let me read that again. No one who denies the Son has the Father. Whoever confesses the Son has the Father also.
There we go.
Let what you heard from the beginning abide in you. I just love how he does that.
Yes.
Love how he's pointing to the beginning. And he's talking about kind of like Luke said, the former knowledge, the former letter, what you've already learned. He's like, I'm writing to you because you guys know this.
Yeah.
Let it abide in you. If what you heard from the beginning abides in you, then you too will abide in the Son and in the Father. And this is the promise that he made to us, eternal life.
Yes.
Boom.
Amen.
Okay. I write these things to you about those who are trying to deceive you. There it is right there. People are trying to deceive.
Yeah.
Do people do that today?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I thought about cutting up some clips again today, but they're, again, if you don't watch Mike Winger, you need to go watch Mike Winger. He is like a voice for calling out cover-up culture,
Right.
Which is the new false prophets.
Yeah.
There's a guy right now in the Bethel realm. Can't remember his name at the moment, so I won't try.
Yeah.
Basically, I think this actually happened 10 years ago when somebody he was supposed to come speak at a church, okay? And this girl made a fake Facebook page to catch him. Yeah. And some people might be like, oh, that's not Christian. Well, God did it back in Jericho. He sent spies, okay? We gotta catch these people sometimes. Because if they're false, that means they're not Christian. This guy is deceiving people. And so he's not a real prophet. He just gets all of his information off of Facebook before he goes and visits a church.
Right.
So she made this fake Facebook page.
Yeah.
And he took the bait.
Yeah.
He's up on stage. It's so awkward to watch.
Yeah.
And this is what everybody's talking about right now. And Mike Winger had a FaceTime chat with his entire board and called him out to his face.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that was an awesome video.
Yeah.
So what he did, he's up on stage and he says, and he acts like he heard something from the Lord.
Yeah.
And it's just such a deception.
Right.
And I think there's a verse in here that says, for those of you who believed and then turned away, it is worse than just not believing in the first place.
Yeah.
I think deceiving people, like maybe at one point he was saved.
Yeah.
He just got caught up in himself. I think that's worse.
Yeah.
It's worse than just not being saved. I know hell is going to be terrible, but he's going to be judged so hard for that.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, we got to call these people out.
Yeah.
I'm not pretending to be better than anyone.
Yeah.
But he clearly is not he's not practicing what prophecy actually is.
Right.
So he's up on stage and he's like, and my wife's name is Ashley, and I just heard Ashley and then he says a birthday.
Yeah.
Or it says the numbers that line up with somebody's birthday.
Yeah.
And it's the fake Facebook page, and nobody comes up on stage. Nobody raises their hand
Yeah.
because usually someone in the crowd is like, oh, that's me. My name is Ashley and my birthday. And I'm like, it's so obvious what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yep.
And so, based off of this was happening back then, that people are trying to deceive you. And there's other letters that say people will be deceived.
Absolutely.
It's working.
Well, it says, what is Satan? Satan is the father of lies. Mm-hmm. All right. So that's what he does. He lies. He deceives people. And anybody claims to be a Christian and is trying to deceive people with the falseness of their life, they're wrong. And I know that when I say they're wrong, that's very blunt, but it's true. That's why discernment is so important. I know we talk about discernment a lot, but it is so important.
Yeah.
To have discernment and allow the Holy Spirit to lead you. And when somebody's talking or somebody's mentioning something, it's like there's that little check in your spirit that says something ain't right about this.
Mm-hmm. And we have to be able to call these people out.
Yes.
And I think more people, that's why I've been keeping up with him. He's been calling people out for years now.
Right.
It started with, can't remember if it was Benny Hinn first or like Joel Osteen. And even sometimes he's like, look, not all of Joel Osteen's messages are horrible.
Right.
It's just this prosperity part, that people get caught up in.
Yeah.
So
and the multiple ways to heaven thing, yeah, there's that.
That's
too.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
There's only one way, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But there's something else in here in this letter. I think it was 1 John. So just real quick in 4:1, Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God. For many false prophets have gone out into the world.
Yeah, exactly.
If they had that back then, it's going to happen today.
Oh, yeah.
Again, you would think it's not as easy today, but it's still happening. It's why it's called a deception.
Right.
Because it looks believable.
Yeah, but it goes back to the argument that some people think, the Bible is old, it's outdated. When you look at the Bible and you start to break down the scriptures and actually start to get like even to the letters that Peter and John and Paul wrote to the different churches, different areas, they were dealing with a lot of the same things that we deal with today. All right. And like I said, it isn't something that's old. It's happening right now. You have deception going on. So, but how does that look practically for us today? How do we approach that today? Like deception. Like let's just talk about the church. Not even talking about lost people, but the church.
Yeah.
How's that look?
Yeah. I mean, part of it is a little bit looking at tradition. Mm-hmm. What has been protected? Because I've heard this conversation based on marriage.
Yeah.
And how I watched a clip of Charlie Kirk where someone's debating him and he's like, part of this is like, you have to ask yourself, why did the church fathers and people protect this idea of marriage over the years?
Yeah.
It's never changed. And so I think tradition, being a Protestant, I know it sounds funny, because I've been learning a lot more about traditional things. Tradition is a huge part of what has been consistent over the years. And so, but it's not all based off tradition. You just have to know the word of God.
Yeah.
And the translations we have today are accurate.
Yeah.
Some of them are weird.
Yeah.
But we've talked about that before. The ESV is pretty good and all that stuff. NLT, NIV, I mean, they're all pointing towards the same thing. And I would recommend reading more than one version.
Yes, absolutely.
So reading the word is the most important of those answers. But some of that can come from tradition. If you just look at, reading some older books from people back in churches, what did they talk about? What did they protect?
Right.
They would say the same thing. Pray, read the word.
Yeah.
Like it's really that simple.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's like, I mean, like you go back to the letters, Paul, and like, I'll just use Paul for reference. He called out the false believers, the people that were trying to infiltrate the church and preach a false doctrine. Right. Just like salvation, these people came into the church, infiltrated, and they're talking about circumcision. Okay. And they said you have to be circumcised to be saved. And today, like I said, it goes on that works-based mentality. And you can go the exact opposite. You can go like, you just live however you want and be saved. I've seen both, you know. So I think,
and Paul wasn't like afraid to say that, like, you know, I used to persecute the church.
yeah, right.
Because we were talking the other night to the students.
Yeah.
Because we did another segment where I stood up and gave atheist arguments.
Yeah.
And one of them was, I lost my train of thought. What did you just say? I literally just lost what I was going to say.
Talking about persecution of the church and like how, like I said, the deception was alive back then and even today. So, but yeah. So how is it practical for today? There are still people out there that try to deceive us. Mm-hmm. And there are people out there, not even if they believe in Jesus, but they try to twist it. When you say, "Oh, I believe in Jesus," but you take away his Godhead, you take away his power, you take away everything that he's done, that's still wrong.
Yeah.
So
I was trying to remember one of the points that we made. I don't think I have it pulled up, but anyways, whatever.
Right.
So you have to know the truth
to
know when someone's distorting the truth.
Yes.
I mean, that's what these letters are trying to say.
Right.
Remember what you learned in the beginning and stick to that.
Yeah.
You know, don't change the word.
Know the word of God. That's it. How did Jesus, which I mean, he's Jesus, but how did he rebuke the devil and resist the devil in the desert? Use the word of God. You know, that's why it's so important. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. John 1:1, he has the word.
Yeah.
So, and this is the same John, right? That wrote these.
Yes.
And John. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's why I think he keeps saying the beginning over and over again. And maybe he's even pointing them to read that gospel too. Because he focuses on the deity of Jesus.
Yeah.
Trying to deceive you, but the anointing that you received from him abides in you, and you have no need that anyone should teach you. But at his anointing teaches you about everything, and is true, and is no lie, just as it is has taught you, abide in him. Boom.
Yes. All right. Or as NLT says, but you have received the Holy Spirit, and he lives within you. So you don't need anyone to teach you what is true, for the Spirit teaches you everything you need to know, and what he teaches is true. It is not a lie. So just as he has taught you, remain in fellowship with Christ. So what's that saying? It says the Holy Spirit has taught. We just talked about last night about the inspired Word of God. So that's what he's saying. If a man tries to come in and by his own means tries to say something different than what the Spirit has already laid out, it's false.
Mm-hmm. I remember what I was going to say. We talked about being a hypocrite.
Yeah.
And Alyssa did this one for me. She took my spot and argued that if pastors are, like, the point was, if pastors are hypocrites, then why should I believe them? And this, the student would argue, and we, kind of had to help him. And then the point was, like, everyone's a hypocrite. It's like everyone's heart is evil.
Yeah.
And we need Jesus. And so if we couldn't believe anyone, we can't believe any history books. We can't believe in it. And sometimes people do, change things in history.
Yeah.
Which might make you worry, like, oh, then how can we trust the Bible? The Bible has been more tested, proven. We have more documents on the Bible than anything else.
Right.
And you can believe that whether you want to or not.
Yeah.
Like, I just happen to believe it. And for some reason, people gave their lives to defend the word,
right,
defend their eyewitness testimony and the eyewitnesses of the eyewitnesses.
Yeah.
And here we are today still talking about the same thing.
Right.
But the point was, like, Paul was a hypocrite.
Yeah.
He needed to encounter Jesus to then say, like, look, guys, I used to persecute the church, but I'm no better, blah, blah, blah. And so that was the point. I forgot earlier, but
you're good.
So
cool.
We all need Jesus, and
absolutely,
everyone needs to read the word.
Yeah. And you need to remain vigilant. It says, the scripture says, stay alert, for your enemy prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking whom he can devour. And he uses people, all right, ideas, thoughts, this very thing right here. So we have to stay alert. We have to stay vigilant. We have to stay ready and prepared. It's so important.
Again, it's called a deception for a reason, because it's going to look true.
Yeah.
It's going to look believable. And the closer we get to the end, the more deception there really is going to be. Because you would think, like, technology would protect you and
Yeah.
knowledge and being able to look things up, when you go on the internet now and you're like, I don't believe anything I see.
Yeah.
But the word of God is still true.
That's right.
It's always going to be true.
Amen.
So, yeah. So we'll
Good
cap
deal.
it off right there.
Yeah.
Does that say 110?
Yes, it does.
Dang. I don't know if you watched our last episode, but I started putting my tag intro in there.
Okay, cool.
Just in case we forget.
Yeah, I got
So
you.
we don't
Good.
technically have to do the intro anymore.
Oh, nice.
We still can.
Yeah.
But I would like to do another one where both of us are in it.
Yeah.
Where it's just the same intro every time.
Oh, I got you. I see.
I'll show you what I'm talking about
Yeah.
after we turn
All right.
this off.
Well, thank you guys for joining us for the Garden Podcast, where we
cultivate our faith one verse at a time.
That's right.
And we got a lot of good stuff into
We
it.
did.
So-
Yeah, absolutely. So hopefully you enjoy the episode. All right. Click the like button, subscribe,
Comment.
and drop a comment.
Share.
Okay. We've had 20 views on a video so far and no comments.
Guys,
All right, that's sad.
look, we'll
Okay.
take you with us when we get
Now,
famous.
no, it might have been 10 of those views, and I might have been 10 of those views, but they're there. So comment on the video, please. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what you're doing. Let us know what you think. All right,
And just
don't be mean.
This is a podcast that your mom can be proud of. So tell your mom. And go hug your mom.
Yeah. You miss your mama.
I miss my mommy. Actually, I'm going to see my mom in a couple weeks.
Nice,
So,
nice, good deal.
we'll talk about that next week.
Gotcha. All right, we'll see you guys.
Okay, bye, guys.